Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Learn Data Analysis. I'm Richmond Owusu in team. In our previous video, we talked about data, the sources of data, the data life cycle, and also how to evaluate the sources of data. In this video, we are going to look at an overview of Excel, which remains one of the important tools that needs to be mastered by a data analyst. So let's move and then let's start discussing or looking at the various parts of the Excel sheet. Now, at the upper part of the Excel sheet, we call it the tab. So at the tab, we have file, we have home, we have the insert tab, we have the draw tab, we have the layout tab, formulas, data, review, view, add-ins, and help. All those ones we call them the tab. Now when you click on the tab, a ribbon appears, and in every ribbon we have groups. So when you click on the home tab, the ribbons appear, and then in the ribbons we have clipboard group, we have the font group, we have alignments, we have numbers, we have styles, and then we have okay. So when you click on every tab, a ribbon appears, and in the ribbon is divided into groups. So we have, if we click on the insert tab, we have the tables group, we have the illustration group, we have the charts group, we have the tools and other ones. Now, if you take a look at the charts group, there is a small arrow that is pointed downwards, and this arrow is called a launch button. Now, if we click on the launch button, it gives us extra information. So if we click on, let's say, if we go to the home tab and we click on the font button, it gives us several options or other options. Now, normally, this is just an indication that there are several options that need to be added into a particular group, but because of the size, all those options cannot be added to it. So when you click on the launch button on the font under the home tab, these are additional options that we get. The same way, when you click on the alignment, there are also other additional options that we get. So at the upper part, we have the tab. When you click on the tab, a ribbon appears. The ribbons are divided into groups, and a group that contains a lot of elements that all cannot be displayed also has a launch button. Now let's move on and let's look at the spreadsheet itself. Now the spreadsheet is divided into columns and then into rows. So we have column A, column B, column C, column D, column E. The columns are endless. Because they are alphabets doesn't mean that they end at Z. The columns are endless. And then on the number side, we call them rows. So we have row 1, row 2, and that one too, there are so many row numbers. Now, aside that, there are these small boxes that are in Excel or in the sheet, and these small boxes are known as cell. Now every cell has an identical name. So this cell, which is an intersection of column G and also row 4, this cell is known as cell G4. That is how we name it, cell G4. The column comes first and then the row. What we are supposed to also know is that there's no way two cells will have the same name. So every cell has got its unique name. Now, aside that, when we put two or more cells together, or when we select more than one cell, we call it a group. We call it a range, sorry. We call it a range. So a range is a collection of cells, and a range is named by looking at, first of all, the upper or the upper left corner, you name that one, and then the lower right corner. So if you want to name this range, you will name this range as J3 semicolon and then K12. That is how you would name this range. This range will be named as J3 semicolon, sorry, J3 colon K12. That is how you write a range. So it's going to be named as J3 and colon K12. That is how this range is going to be named. All right. When we go down here, or when we come down here, we have what we call sheet 1. Now the sheet shows the Excel sheet that you are working on. So when you are working on, when you need more than one sheet, you click on this plus sign and other sheets or continues to appear. A group of sheets together is what makes up an Excel workbook. So if it's just one, it's just an Excel sheet. But when you have more than one, then we will term it as an Excel workbook. Now, in Excel, another important thing that we will also need to look at is the mouse pointers on Excel. You realize that when you take the mouse pointer, as you move, the mouse pointers begins to change. So you have this four arrows, you have this signs, and then the like. So let's take a look at what each arrow means. Now, when you have this sign or when you have this pointer is used in selecting a cell. This pointer is used in selecting a cell. And in Excel, there are two things: to be on a cell and to be in a cell. If you want to be on a cell, you use this pointer to select the cell. But when you want to be in a cell, that is when you double click in that particular cell, and we use this sign comes or this sign appears, which is called the I beam. And the I beam is what we use in writing or in typing numbers or in typing alphabets. We call it the I beam. The I beam. So when you select a cell and you want to now write something in it, you double click in it, and then you now have the opportunity to type something in or within the cell. Now, the same way, we also have another sign, and this sign is called the fill handle. And the fill handle is used for copying formulas or extending a data series. So for instance, when we want to write one, but we want to write one across several columns, we don't need to be writing one throughout, which might seem like a waste of time. You just look for this pointer, which is called the fill handle, and then you drag it down, and then it gives you the numbers you want to write. Or if it's a formula, you use this fill handle, and then this fill handle allows you to apply the formulas to several columns that you would want to use. Now, also, if you would want to select a particular column, we use this arrow that is pointed downwards to select the entire column. So in this case, we have selected the entire C column. If we want to select the entire row, we use this arrow that is pointing towards the right to select it. So these arrows are used in selecting an entire column, or we use it to select an entire row. And if for any reason you write in or you type something that does not fit into a particular cell and you still want it to be seen, you need to use this arrow. So we use this arrow to expand a column. We use this arrow to expand a column. The same way, you can use this arrow to also expand, or we can use this arrow to reduce the size of a column. So these are the common mouse pointers that you would be needing or you would be using in an Excel sheet. I hope you have now familiarized yourself with the whole or with an Excel sheet. In our subsequent videos, we will be looking at how to add. We'll be looking at simple formulas such as addition, subtraction, finding the maximum among a list of numbers, finding the minimum among a list of numbers, and then finding a range among a list of numbers. So stay tuned and don't forget to follow our page and also to like our page. If you have any questions, or if you want to add, or if you have any suggestion, you can write it up at the comment section. Thank you.